I don't know if you read the description I gave you on Instagram and on Facebook too. I wrote that, like, you know, your generation gets demonized a lot, you know, because
Yeah, for sure.
you're the lazy generation, you know. I'm not saying this. I'm just, you know, saying it.
Yeah,
Even with my generation, I'll probably say the same thing. But they say you're the lazy generation. You don't do nothing. You just don't want to work. But I see something different. I see that you're not just going for the conventional like 9 to 5 jobs. You want to step out and do something different, you know.
Oh yeah.
I want to see why is that happening, because the guest that I had last week, she was talking about youth suicide, and people going through that hard times, and to the point they want to kill themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you guys are trying to veer from that, trying to do something different. I want to know, like, what's the music doing? Why are you doing the music? Why are you choosing this? Why are you choosing what your parents or the world telling you to do? Share with us why are you going through this
Well,
path?
I think music for me especially is a big outlet. Like whatever I'm feeling on any certain day, I can put that into a song, and without fail, that there's usually someone who can relate on a personal level and will
For sure,
thank
man.
you for that. And even if it's one person out of 1,000 people that listen to that song, like that's why
enough,
I think all of us do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, we make the boppy stuff, but it you know, we make, especially all three of us have like really real songs, and you know, it's just even if it's for that one person that can relate to it. I think that's why we do it.
But how does that feel like when the generation before you is attacking and saying that, like, you know, this is not the way to go, and like how do you react to that? Like what does that do to you? Does it stuff you up mentally, stuff like that?
Stuff's different now, you know what I mean?
Grab it.
Going back on what you said before, like that, like people think our generation more, like, you know what I mean, are lazy.
Yeah.
I think it's different, man. I think the way I look at it, it's like people want it. Our generation wants everything now, man. That's the difference. I don't think they were lazy. I just think some people want to go A to Z instead of going the whole way.
And not like,
you know,
build it up brick by brick, like
Yeah, for sure.
Which is probably what gets misinterpreted. But for sure, some people are lazy, but there's going to be lazy people in other generations, you know what I mean?
That's right, yeah.
And like for the conventional side of things, I don't know, like technology's changed, like life's changed, people's looks have changed, like people's outlooks on life have changed now, so you can pretty much do whatever you want at the moment. It's crazy. People are getting money for dancing on TikTok, man. Like,
that's
you know
right.
what I mean? Like to say that making music out of anything isn't conventional, like, it's crazy because music's been around for the longest, you know what I mean? So I think music now is more offered to people. It's more open, bro. Like,
that's a good way to say it, though.
Like, we can do it.
Yeah,
that's the difference, man. Like before, it was a bit harder, where it was like selling CDs hand to hand. Like I wasn't in that, but a lot of the older boys that I've hung out with told me about that. It's like Facebook now, Instagram, all over the place. So I think it's just, I think with that technology grows, more jobs like open, you know,
coming up. That's
it. So music's fun now. People are making money, man.
But to have that view already, to go back to to know how it was done in the past, where did you get that from? Who taught you that?
Shout out to the Sub C boys, so Subconscious, like Nihilist and Deceiver, bro. So some old, like, everyone knows their names, man. But so I started off with One Love, bro. So, but I did a few shows with them, and then I started kicking it with Nihilist and Deceiver, going studio with them, bro. And they showed like Deceiver, he's been around for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, he's showing me like his CDs from back when, bro, before I was even doing nothing, thinking about music, man.
Pressing CDs and all that stuff.
I was in primary school, and he's doing hand-to-hand deals with CDs and hustling, and bro. So I think it's a new hustle in saying that. It's a new hustle. You got to hustle on Instagram. You got to hustle. And I think it's more.
And to know the history about it, like, that's a big thing, because like some of your generation don't know that the hustle that got to get even to this platform of hip hop in general. Like in Australia, hip hop it's been around, it's been quiet, but now it seems to coming up because of this technology and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think with like going back on history and that, like in the mountains we do it a very traditional way. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's kids that'll just make a song in their room and post it to SoundCloud and expect fame, like with instantly, a flick of a button. Which is, like you said, going from A to Z. Yeah. But I think with the majority of artists in the mountains, especially, like, we go from, like, we make CDs and we go.
You're old school out there.
Yeah.
You're old school.
Yeah.
Like, we go.
Oh, you actually go and make CDs.
We print CDs, even if we make it our own. Like, I made my own merch. Like, I pressed my own merch.
Wow.
With press-on irons and stuff. And like, we do that. And
see, the thing about that, though, I think which Facebook doesn't have, is that personal connection with people when you do give the CD to someone, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
They actually see the artist and for who they are. So you might be even changing the game and bringing not only the old school music back, but the old school way of doing it as well.
Yeah,
Marketing.
well, that's just sort of the hip hop culture in the mountains, especially. Like from the minute I started making music, the goal in mind was to print my own CDs and hand my own CDs out. And even you got bands up there that'll literally get cardboard and make their own covers, spray paint their own covers.
Busking on Main Street.
Busking is a big thing for us in the mountains.
I know a few good mates of mine, and they'll try to make ends meet by just getting on the street and having a jam with some of their friends. And sometimes they'll make $150 an hour.
Yeah.
Because we got a big tourism...
market on Blue Mountains.
Big time.
Beautiful.
Big time. Get all the buses and so I think it all sort of glues together.
And with you, how do you feel like with people telling your generation is not what it's meant to be?
I definitely agree with Lockie in saying that technology is advanced and people don't need to do a 9 to 5 anymore. I don't blame it on the older generation, but the older generation thinks that it's you work hard and you get a house and you live life comfortably. And that's obviously not how it is anymore. Technology is advanced. People can make money off dancing on TikTok. People can make money making posters and making music all out of their own house. It doesn't need to be so,
rigid,
what would you call it? Traditional. Like,
it's one line, bro, one way.
Yeah. If someone's granddad told me, I've been working for 60 years and I've all this stuff to show for it. What have you got? I have my passion and I want to keep doing that no matter what happens. And
do you think some of these older generation had passion but they put it aside to and if they put it aside, do you think if they didn't put it aside you guys would be here now?
No, I think it's like
because
we do owe it to the older generations, especially for where
definitely.
And going back on the Blue Mountains thing, like the Blue Mountains hip hop isn't what it is without some of the dudes we got. Like we got Cooking with Caustic and that, and they're like the godfathers of not just Blue Mountains hip hop but Australian hip hop. Like they produced all the first Fundamentals things. That goes back before it was they were even Fundamentals being like Connect Four and stuff. And
so you know hip hop history more than me here, so I'm learning as I'm going.
Like Blue Mountains has a very rich hip hop culture and a very prominent hip hop culture within Sydney. Like you got some of your best coming out of Katoomba, especially. You got Fundamentals, Earthboy,
Earthboy's been around for a while too. Though, he's been like, doing some crazy stuff.
One of the godfathers in hip hop.
Mentor to you guys too, eh?
Yeah, he hooked me up with the Enmore show and that.
We'll get into that.